Hi, welcome to session 2. Here we're going to build the front-end application for our search app using Angular 6. In this session, we are going to get an introduction to the Angular framework. We're going to cover the Angular architecture. We're going to learn about Angular components and models. And we're going to communicate our front-end application with the search app. So let's get started by introducing the Angular framework. In this video, we're going to learn what is Angular, what do we need to know to use Angular, the history behind Angular, and the Angular project structure. Okay, so Angular is a framework developed by Google for front-end development. Currently, as June 2018, it is on version 6, and it is written on TypeScript. Angular is a very popular project for front-end development, and it has been around since 2010. Making it an excellent choice to create front-end application. Its community is really big and you can find a lot of resources and help online. So what do you need to know to use Angular? Because Angular is a front-end framework, you should be familiar with HTML and CSS. Knowing JavaScript helps too, but with Angular we would use TypeScript. TypeScript is a superset language of JavaScript created by Microsoft. It compiles to JavaScript, so we can write all our code in TypeScript and we will be sure that the browser will understand it. You should not worry if you haven't used TypeScript before. Its syntax, in my opinion, looks very similar to other type of languages, like Kotlin, and coming from a Java background shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now let's cover the Angular project structure. Open Visual Studio Code, and on Visual Studio Code open the integrated terminal. Here, let's create a directory where we're gonna save our application. To create an Angular application, we use the Angular CLI, called ng. If you don't have ng on your system, I will leave notes on the README for this project on how to install it. Okay, once we have it, we open the project using Visual Studio. Okay, now that we're in the project, let's review some of the key files in an Angular application. First, we have the package.json. Here is where we declare all our dependencies for our project. Then, if we go to the source app directory, we have the app model TS. Here is the declaration for the root model of our application. Here we also declare the components and models we use in our application. We declare the components in the declaration field array, and we declare the models that we import in the import array. Then we have the root component, in this case app component. This is the component in charge of rendering the root view, that is the app component.html. An app component holds the data and logic for a view. And it has three essential fields: a selector, a template URL, and a style URL. We're going to cover this in depth in the next video. Then we have the app component.html, that is the template, and this is basically what we're going to see when we execute this application. We're going to see this title, welcome to, an interpolation of the property that is on the app component, in this case app, and we're going to see this unordered list on the view. We're going to cover this more in depth on the next video. Okay, now that we covered the main parts of an Angular application, let's just run this and see it on the browser. Open the integrated terminal, and on the integrated terminal, execute the command ng serve. This command will build your application and will deploy it on localhost and by default on port 4200. Okay, once it's completed the compilation, you can open your favorite browser and you can type localhost 4200 and you should see your first application. Congratulations, excellent.